Hi, and welcome to the Butler Buzz. I'm sitting here with Megan Lucas from Cuts for a Cure. Megan, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us about Cuts for a Cure and how you got started?
Well, Cuts for a Cure it kind of has spawned from something else that we've been doing for the last 9 years with the Potter Baseball Tour. This will be our 9th year that we're running a volleyball tournament. And this year, the Butler volleyball team decided they wanted to raise funds for the Butler Cancer Support Services Group, headed up by Stacy Meyer. And when I spoke to Stacy, she said that they had a real need for hair, to make hair halos.
Right.
And I said, we can do that. Volleyball players have tons of hair. So
lots of ponytails.
We talked about this back in January, so I told everybody nobody's allowed to cut their hair until July. And that's how this kind of came about. So we decided that in conjunction with our Code Volleyball tournament, we would also run a Cuts for a Cure fundraiser.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you guys seem to have more relaxed rules, like you accept colored and dyed hair, and you only need 8 inches.
Right. And
that's
actually,
more reasonable.
It is. And we can be even more flexible with the number of inches because a hair halo just simply attaches the hair to the rim of a hat. So you don't need as much as a full wig would need.
Right.
And yeah, they accept colored, gray, straight, curly, processed, any kind of hair.
So anybody can help out.
Everyone can, absolutely.
Megan, tell us how the Potter Baseball Tour has been involved with your organization.
This will be the 9th year that the Potter baseball team has been coming to Butler, and this is actually the 10th year that they've been running the Potter Baseball Tour, which is basically a tour that a bunch of guys go with Coach Jeff Potter for 33 days, and this year they're going to 5 or 6 different states, and they do community service, and they do play baseball, but more it has kind of evolved into community service. So besides the volleyball tournament, we've done a lot of different things. They actually helped clean up Alameda Park last year when we had the bad storms. They were down there cleaning things up. They helped us with our Stuff-A-Bus event the last 2 years. Tremendous help going to all the businesses and collecting the food for us, and then unloading and loading the bus for us, which was great. And this week we will have them with the Cuts for a Cure. We actually have 3 of the baseball players with hair long enough to cut. So we're going to get them, and we also we will also have the Buzz for Bucks. So if someone wants to just get a crew cut or a buzz, they can do that for a donation as well.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Megan, tell us about some of the other fundraisers you've done.
Well, we just recently had our Stuff-A-Bus event, which raised money and collected food for the Kids Weekend Backpack Program.
And it was a really good time.
It was excellent. Yes, they really did a tremendous job. We were able to raise enough money and food to last us for 3 months, which each month it costs about $5,000 to feed. So about $15,000 in food and donations we were able to raise, which was fantastic. And we also did our Cuts for a Cure fundraiser, and we were able to collect over 50 different ponytails from boys and girls that were able to donate to help us with making hair halos for the Butler Cancer Support Services Group. And we've been doing a co-ed volleyball tournament. We just had that this past weekend. This was the 9th year that we did that. Each year we raised funds for different organizations and individuals. And this year, just because our team has been affected by breast cancer so much, we decided to raise funds in honor and memory of those people, and that's why we did Cuts for a Cure, and that's why we raised money for Butler Cancer Support Services Group.
That's a lot of work. It's really great that you're helping so many people.
It is a lot of work. I think it's really important to teach young kids, especially young athletes, to understand how much they have been given and how they need to be grateful for the things that they do have. And when we teach them and show them that not everybody has a mom and dad that can take you to practice or involve you in sports, when they see that and they can see that they can help in a way, it really it makes a big impact on them. Yeah, and it's a lifelong kind of a thing. So I hope to see these kids do that years and years down the road.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I had some volleyball alumni send me ponytails. So they're like,
cool.
Coach, I want to cut my hair anyway, so I'll just cut it and send it. So I've had ponytails in my mailbox. I've had ponytails being sent to me, thrown to me here and there. So
everybody can help make an impact.
Yeah,
that's so good.
Exactly.
Megan, how can other people get involved with your organization?
Well, this is ongoing. So I'm sure the Butler Cancer Support Services Group will take hair and money
Okay.
at any time, and they can get in touch with me. I know the Kids Weekend Backpack Program will take food and money
Sure.
all year round. The backpack program is easy. If you have food that you want to donate or money, you can drop it off at any of the elementary schools in the Butler Area School District. Just go to the front office and tell them what it's for, and they'll
Okay.
know. And as far as the Cancer Support Services group, you can either get in touch with Stacy Meyer, who is at the Butler Health System, or myself, and we can kind of hook you up with the people you need to be hooked up with to make that donation.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Megan, thanks so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Wish dealing with the phone company was this easy.
It would be if you had Armstrong telephone, and you'd be saving money.
Really?
Plus, all your Armstrong services would be on one easy-to-read bill.
But can I keep my number?
Yep. We'd even take care of the switch, so you don't have to call them.
Sign me up!
All right.
Call today and save. Get Armstrong telephone for $9.95 a month for 6 months. Armstrong, life made easy.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm sitting here with Denna from Butler County Alliance for Children. Denna, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So we hear that you are having a special fundraising event, a barbecue for the Community Alliance for Children. Mm-hmm. Okay, can you tell us about that?
Sure. It is on August 8th from 4 to 8 p.m. at Moraine State Park. It's at McDaniel's Boat Launch. Tickets are available on our website, or they can be purchased on the day of the event. It's catered by Fairground Market, and Butler Hoagie Shop is also going to cater some of the food this year. We have live bands that will play, 3 or 4 different bands, one of them being Gary Burke, who is a local artist from Shakora. He's going to come play. And then we have different family activities for the kids and things that people can do together.
Can you tell us about the Butler Alliance for Children and what you provide to the community?
Sure. So we are the Child Advocacy Center for Butler County. We provide forensic interviews for children that are identified in child abuse investigations. We also provide forensic medical exams. We help the family connect to resources such as mental health treatment if they need help doing so. And we assist in the coordination of the investigators that are assigned to the case.
All right, Denna, so I see we have sponsorship available. So can you tell us about some of the sponsors that are going to be at your event?
Sure. So we have different levels of sponsors, all named after various birds and wildlife that can be found at Moraine State Park. One is our Bald Eagle sponsor, which is the event sponsor, the overall sponsor. So we have sponsorship levels from $2,000 down to $100.
So everybody can help out.
So everyone can help, yeah.
That's great. Mm-hmm. So Denna, how can we find out more about your event and how we can help out?
People can go to our website, which is www.butlercountycac.org, or we also have a Facebook page, and there's an event created for the barbecue on our Facebook page.
Denna, what other kind of activities are you going to have at the barbecue?
We will have a kids tent that has outdoor games such as Giant Jenga and Connect 4, and we have like a craft table where kids can make crafts. We have some different games that we rent that are more interactive. We're going to have access to fishing reels and poles so that the kids can try fishing for free. And then we're also going to have a butterfly release at about 7:30.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Denna, thanks so much for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
Your world can change in an instant. But what if this could have been avoided? With monitored smoke detectors from Guardian Protection, our 24/7 monitoring immediately alerts you and first responders when needed. Because keeping your family and home safe is our #1 priority. Life is challenging, but keeping your family safe shouldn't be. Guardian Protection. Call 1-800-PROTECT and let us protect your world.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm sitting here with Carrie from Whispering Pines in Cabot, Pennsylvania. Carrie, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
So can you tell us about the festival you have coming up?
It's Christmas in July.
Which is cool.
Yes. It's the third, it's actually one day. It's a one-day event. It's on Saturday the 20th. And our vendors will set up on Friday. We'll have approximately 50 vendors, which it will go from moonshine to soaps to candles. A gentleman that hand forges knives.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
And I jewelry the show too.
Okay.
I'm an interior designer by trade, so people send me photos
Okay.
and then I approve them. And
So you were handpicking these vendors?
Yes.
Specifically?
because I want it to be quality merchandise, there are no imports.
Okay.
Everything is hand done.
Handmade and it's local.
Yes. We have an alpaca farm that comes for the festivals
Oh, that's
in June
cool.
and September, but I don't think they're going to be here for July. It's just not a good time to sell alpaca
In
fiber.
July.
Yeah. It's a little too warm
So you
for
could
that.
tell us about some of this jewelry you have on. It's one of your vendors that you're actually featuring.
This I purchased from one of my vendors in the June show, and it says Balance. And these are my personal, but we're considering, a couple vendors of mine
Okay.
and I are considering opening a shop in Saxonburg. And what we would do is feature several of our vendors within the shop. And this is one of the things that I'm going to be selling is vintage Navajo jewelry.
It's beautiful. So you could purchase
you.
that year round.
Yes. So it's nice that they'll be able to go to the festival.
Right.
Let's say if they see something, at least they can come to Saxonburg and don't have to wait until
Right.
June or September. And the September to June is a real long wait. So
It is. So you're having other things such as moonshine, and is he local? He produces it locally?
he is, yes. Then we do have moonshine in June and September at the festival in the woods, and that's Blackbird Distillery, and they're up in Brookville.
Oh, cool.
They've been in business. They've been to our festivals about 2 or 3 years. So, and then we have wineries that come.
Nice.
We're working on getting some microbreweries. So we are going to have the Worst Oktoberfest, which is, all of our events are the third weekend.
Okay.
So,
That's easy to remember.
yes, the July and October is one-day events. They're on Saturday, and then the other are 2-day events.
Okay.
So we're hoping to get some breweries for the Oktoberfest. So
And can you tell us about the blacksmith?
he actually does the work right there at the festival.
Oh, okay. So you can see him doing the trade.
Absolutely, and he will also let children do it.
Oh, no
so
way.
they're not messing in the fire any, but he'll let them.
That would be so fun.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Matter of fact, a few years back, a gal who owns goats was at our festival selling soaps, goat soap, and she got so into it that she bought an anvil and she's blacksmithing now,
No way.
making different things. And I had to make me a couple things. Yeah,
Nice.
S hooks to hang. I have a collection of antique baskets,
Okay.
so I hang those with that. And then for the shop to get things that are high, he just made like a stick with the wine. You just lift it and pick it off. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and it's hand forged, so that's what's neat about it.
So what can we expect at the Whispering Pines Festival this year?
All of our festivals have fabulous juried vendors. We have hot foods. For the festival in the woods, we have 5 because it's been going on for 7 years.
Okay.
So we have more food vendors. We have pierogi gals that have different flavored pierogies, egg rolls, different flavored egg rolls. Sharinas, who are dear friends of mine, they will have yiddos. Well, I say yiddos. You folks here in Pennsylvania say gyros.
Yes, we do.
So it's great hot food. And then other foods that we have, you can pretty much eat and drink through the festival. Like I had said, there's moonshine, wines, fudge. I have a gal, Juju's kettle corn. She has over 80 flavors.
Oh, cool.
Of kettle corn. Oh, my favorite's the taco. I have pork rind gal that makes them right there, fresh pork rinds, different flavors. Beef jerky, fresh squeezed lemonade, pastries, just you name it. There's
Such a
good
variety.
stuff there. Yes,
So much to choose from.
so you can eat and shop, and our vendors are anywhere from jewelry. I have a vendor, Seth King. He and his wife make jewelry from spoons and forks, and they
Oh,
also
fun.
make them from wind chimes. They're vintage spoons and forks, and they also make little wind chimes. And they take, like, I have one that looks like a fish, and what they did is they just took the prongs of the fork and just bent it so it looks like little
Oh,
gills.
cool.
So yeah,
really
pottery,
creative.
wood turners, chainsaw carvers. Oh, there's just a gamut of just wonderful people that they're artisans, and they work very hard. And doing a show is a very difficult thing.
Oh, sure.
All the
All
hauling.
the preparation.
Yes. I have repurposed. I just talked to a gal today who she purchases vintage furniture in mid-century. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Mid-century is like the 50s furniture.
Okay.
Stuff that I would never want because I grew up with it. But she will take it and repurpose it, and their name is called Quirk.
So, Carrie, how can we get in touch with you and find more about Whispering Pines?
Well, we have a website that they can go to, and they can see everything that we offer. We also offer weddings.
Okay.
And we're right in the midst of working on a B&B, but we have to get some zoning things figured out.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. My inspiration was on Golden Pond. So it's that kind of lake lodgey feel.
Oh, that'll be gorgeous.
And then Facebook
Okay.
and Instagram. And once you get on the website, if anybody has any questions, my number's right on there.
Okay,
Or they
great.
can email, Facebook, give me a call. I'm old-fashioned, so calling's good.
Well, Carrie, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
I'm Trisha Brennan, part owner of Brennan Homes. What sets us apart from the other builders in the area is that we allow the modifications that our customers desire, but we do so from starting with one of our floor plans. Having a high-speed internet is so important because almost everything's Wi-Fi based now, so if they don't have good service speeds, then our customers are just not happy in the end. We always recommend Armstrong to our customers. They're an awful lot like us in regards to making sure that they take care of the customers and truly providing the best quality products and services.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm sitting here with Tasha from Butler Relay for Life. Tasha, thanks so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us about Relay for Life and what you offer to the community?
I just actually am newer to Relay for Life this year.
Okay.
I'll just tell you a little bit about my history then.
Sure.
So my boss and also my friend Shannon works for State Farm. And she started Capriati Crusaders, I think almost 8 years ago. Cancer has hit her family personally, and she joined Relay for Life. And it's just been such a wonderful program. And I walk in it usually, so
Okay.
that's how I've been involved, just as a walker and just be a part of it. But I have cancer in my family as well, so I thought I would become a part of it. Our daughters actually became junior in Little Miss Butler County this year.
Oh, cool.
And they wanted to do something for the community. So they thought, why don't we do our own team? So they formed Crowns for a Cure.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I'm involved, because I'm their adult person. They form the team, so I've been going to the meetings and things, and I just
Okay.
love it. So I'm just learning how much they do, and so much I didn't realize how much Relay for Life helps your personal community.
Right.
So you know where your money's going.
So you can see it in action.
You know it is for our community here in Pittsburgh. That's who we're helping. Survivors, caregivers, and patients seeking treatment. So it's exciting. I
Yeah,
love
that
it.
is
I'm
really
excited to be
cool.
a part of it.
So Tasha, what can we expect this year at Relay for Life?
Well, every year there's a theme. This year's theme is called There's No Place Like Hope. It's July 20th at the Butler Farm Showgrounds. There's kids' activities, food trucks this year, which
Oh,
is
food
exciting.
trucks.
There's a DJ bingo at
Cool.
7. Relay for Life used to be 24 hours a day. We're actually doing it from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. this year.
Okay.
We have a lot of people that will actually walk that entire 12 hours. So each team's goal is that you have people join your team and you have someone walking that entire 12 hours. So most people do like an hour
So you
or
can
2
take
hours.
turns.
So you take turns.
Okay.
But that is the goal, is that you join your team, you raise money for your team, and you walk that 12 hours to honor cancer survivors, people who have passed away, their caregivers, and it's wonderful.
So Tasha, you're going to have kids' activities there too, and is each team going to have a separate booth?
Yes, there are sponsors that have activities going on. It's from 12 to 5. There's so much going on. And then each team does have activities. There's a lot geared for kids too.
That's
so
really
there's
fun.
so much to do. Yes.
So there's something for everybody in the
Yes,
family.
yes.
You can all participate.
Yes. There's like an activity center where they can build things. There's arts and craft, contest.
That's cool.
There's so much. There's too much to name.
Can you tell us about the survivor ceremony?
Yes, it's at 5 p.m. and it's a special dinner, and they have a special area that they serve them, and it's for survivors. They can sign up and they get a special dinner in honor of them.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
It is. It's super nice.
And then can you tell us about the luminaries? That sounds pretty.
Yes, so luminaries are placed around the track and they're lit at the end of the night. And each luminary somebody purchased in honor of one of their loved ones or somebody that passed away or somebody that's fighting the battle. And it's really emotional and it's super neat. We encourage everyone to try to stay at the end of the night. It's a long day. Come back and see the luminaries. So it's exciting.
Tasha, how can we get in touch with Relay for Life?
If you come to the event too, any of us can help you. The director that's in charge, her name is Emma. She's around there constantly. I mean, she's running around doing everything for the day, and she can help you sign up. It was really easy for me. I knew somebody that was involved. She brought me to a meeting, and that's how the team
And you just got
started.
started.
Yeah, so it was nice, yes.
So does someone need to be on a team to attend the Relay for Life?
No, it's open to the public. It's free. Anybody can come.
That's awesome.
We actually want that. We encourage the community to come and join us for the day.
Yeah, definitely. Tasha, thanks so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Butler Buzz. Hey there, Butler. If you want to see more from the Butler Buzz, click on the playlist button up here. To see other Armstrong local programming shows, you can click the subscribe button down here. I suggest you do both. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.